Capcom's Monster Hunter series may be popular, but some of us never quite learned to love its clunky combat and unintuitive controls. Enter Square Enix's Final Fantasy Explorers, a game which combines Monster Hunter's premise with Final Fantasy's smooth action RPG controls and well-known lore. You begin as a new arrival on the island of Amostra, where highly valuable crystals lie waiting to be discovered. After proving yourself to be a capable explorer, you'll rise through the ranks of the local guild primarily by going out and hunting creatures of many shapes and sizes. Although the setup is quite similar to Monster Hunter, Explorers immediately sets itself apart with its fun combat. Basic attacks are initiated with Y, while attack abilities and magic are shown in menus displayed at the press of L or R respectively, with each ability assigned to a face button. These attacks are fast and graceful, making you a capable fighter from the very beginning. As such, this game has more of a casual appeal than Capcom's more hardcore franchise. Explorers also boasts a wide variety of character classes, called jobs, to suit your particular game style. These range from sword-wielding knight to melee-oriented monks or magic-spewing mages. New jobs unlock as you progress through the game. Just in case a single job doesn't seem perfect for you, abilities and magic can be used by just about any job. They add a greater cost to your energy meter. I typically rolled with the offensive Dark Knight with plenty of blade-slinging specials, but also equipped Cure, Fire, and Thunder for times when they came in handy. With very few limitations in place, Final Fantasy Explorers focuses on all the fun to be had while roaming Amostra's many locales and slaying monsters. That's a good thing, because there's no real story here to cling to. Aside from the opening and an intro scene for each Eidolon, more on them later, there isn't any cinematic content to enjoy either. This game is entirely centered around slaying beasts and earning new weapons and gear, which isn't going to be for everyone. As someone who typically cares more about story than gameplay, I still found a lot to love here, especially during the more hectic moments. If you've been a fan of Final Fantasy for some time, you'll especially get a kick out of the iconic weapons and clothes you can unlock while playing. Towering Eidolons serve as boss monsters to take down for bigger rewards, and you just may recognize these guys. They were summons in past Final Fantasy games, like Ifrit, Shiva, and Odin, and they crawl out of the woodwork to give you a nice challenge. Most players buying this will do it for the local and online cooperative multiplayer, but I'm not that guy. This review is from a single-player perspective. Call me antisocial, that's fine, but I embarrassed myself online enough in Monster Hunter Tri a few years back. If you're like me, you'll be thankful that it can be played solo the entire way through. In place of human allies, you can capture the souls of defeated monsters and recruit them as AI companions who fight beside you at all times. This adds a little bit of Pokemon flavor to the game, because trust me, you'll be trying to catch them all. The graphics are beautifully colorful and without noticeable blemishes, and the overall presentation looks great. Even the HUD is good once you realize the massive log window can be turned off in settings, which I realized about 10 hours in. There are a few shortcomings. The non-Eidolon enemies hardly seem to react to you, and they barely put up a fight, even without your monster squad. The costumes and weapons based on characters like Cloud, Tifa, and Lightning, which were such a big deal as to be mentioned in Nintendo Direct, also come too late in the game for anyone who is drawn in by them. I ran around with the Buster Sword for a little while, but it was already worse than what I was using by that time. All in all, I gotta give Final Fantasy Explorers a 7 out of 10. It'll be fun for a while, but eventually it starts to get repetitive. For a more in-depth review, including a long breakdown of the complex combat system, head over to middleofnowheregaming.com for the written review. This has been Chris Cobb from Middle of Nowhere Gaming. Peace out.